All right, so today we're tearing down the formula behind one of the biggest spectacles in modern entertainment, Mr. Beast's $1 Million Celebrity Showdown. It's really a masterclass in game design and human drama, so let's dive right in and see what makes this thing tick.
So the whole event kicks off with this massive, almost kind of ridiculous question. You've managed to gather all these A-listers, pop stars, and athletes. How in the world do you even begin to fairly eliminate 29 of them to find just one winner?
And the answer? Well, in true Mr. Beast style, it's so simple it's almost silly. You just put them all inside a giant red circle.
As Mr. Beast himself lays it out, the main rule is just pure willpower. Last one standing wins $1 million for charity. And this is genius because it's so incredibly simple. Everybody, from the players to us watching at home, gets the stakes from the very first second.
Okay, so here we go. We're starting with 30 celebrities. Think of it like a giant funnel. Now let's watch how Mr. Beast systematically starts to narrow that field, one crazy challenge at a time.
The competition just kicks off with what we're going to call the call. This whole first phase is all about one thing: rapid elimination. It uses games of pure nerve, skill, and honestly a little bit of luck to quickly trim the fat and see who the real contenders are.
The very first challenge is an absolute masterstroke of game design. It's a high-risk, dodgeball toss that forces every single celebrity to make an immediate and very public choice.
So get this, the rules are just brutal. You can take a shot to win a car for your biggest fan who's standing right there watching you. But if you miss that hoop, your own shot at the $1 million is over. Just like that. Instantly. And this is why the game is so smart. It's not just about skill. It's a public test of character, right? Do you play it safe for yourself, or do you risk your own $1 million chance for someone else? It's a battle between confidence and self-preservation, and it immediately sends 4 celebrities packing. So, in the blink of an eye, the funnel narrows down to 26. That first call was just ruthlessly efficient. Now let's see how the next challenge kicks things up a notch.
Okay, so the next game throws in a whole new wrinkle. You've got to know yourself. The remaining celebs have to pick a side. Are you banking on your strength to get you through, or do you think your intelligence is your greatest asset?
And this part is just wild. You've got Dwight Howard, who picks the smart game, tries to cheat with his phone, and he still fails. But then you have comedian Howie Mandel, who does the exact same thing and totally gets away with it. It's not just about cheating. It's about whether you can pull off your strategy under pressure. A perfect little moment of risk and reward. Now for the folks who chose strong, they got hit with a classic. I mean, if you've ever seen an episode of Survivor, you know this one. It's a pure test of physical endurance, and the rules couldn't be simpler. Just don't touch the ground.
So after that brutal 1-2 punch of smarts and strength, 11 more celebrities are out. We are now officially at the halfway point. Phase 1, the cull, is done. And believe me, the entire competition is about to change gears.
With the crowd thinned out, the entire vibe of the competition just shifts. We're now in Phase 2, the social game. It's not just about what you can do anymore. It's all about how you play with and against other people through alliances, teamwork, and even a little bit of sabotage.
This whole phase kicks off with a cooking challenge. And right away, the remaining 15 celebs are forced into teams of 3. For the first time, your survival is in someone else's hands. And with celebrity chefs judging every little thing you do, yeah, the pressure is definitely on.
And boom, this is where you see the social game just explode. Howie Mandel, fresh off his successful cheating adventure, decides his best strategy isn't to be a great chef, it's to make sure nobody else can be. He hoards all the mushrooms, shifting his entire focus to sabotage. But oh man, does Howie's strategy backfire. And I mean spectacularly. He's so focused on messing with the other teams that his own team creates what you can only describe as a culinary disaster. Their poo-poo platter gets them eliminated, which just goes to show you that being the villain doesn't always pay off.
The cooking challenge takes out 2 more teams, and suddenly there are only 8 contenders left. That funnel is getting super tight, and you can just feel that $1 million prize getting so much closer. And that brings us to the final act, the end game. At this point, it's not about skill or teamwork anymore. No, this is all about pure psychological warfare. It's about reading your opponents, making tough deals, and pulling off the perfect bluff. The endgame is basically 2 brutal tests. First up is The Cube, where teams that were just cooperating are now forced to turn on each other and pick just one person to move forward. Can you imagine? And then for the final three, it's a classic high-stakes bluffing game with 3 briefcases.
In that final showdown, Steve-O's strategy is just brilliant. He admits he has no idea what Audrey Nuna is thinking, even calling her a stone-cold killer. So instead of trying to read her, he pivots his entire focus to the player he thinks he can read, the one who seems less composed.
And it works. By focusing all his energy on his other opponent, Young Gravy, Steve-O correctly figures out who has the empty briefcase and who's bluffing. He steals the correct case and wins $1 million for his charity. It's a complete victory of psychological perception.
So when you really break it all down, what's the winning MrBeast formula here? Well, you start with massive stakes and huge celebrity appeal. Then you funnel them through these simple but escalating rules. The entire thing is designed from the ground up to manufacture compelling human drama, strategy, bluffs, betrayal, the whole shebang. It's an insanely powerful and repeatable recipe for viral entertainment. And all this really leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? As these spectaculars get more and more refined and they integrate products so naturally, it raises a pretty fascinating question about the media we all consume. Where exactly does the entertainment end and the advertisement begin?